Whenever I feel life impacting myself in regard of how much I can get done in a day, I see that there's quite a big amount of control not in my hands yet. And I think this is an ever going motivation for me to just get the things that are closest to my heart right out there into the world and build it my own, to sustain myself and just know that whatever I'm doing is there for my intrinsic values, the things I carry within myself. Because when I do things that come from my deepest sources, from the deepest places in myself, I can come up with completely different energies, and I won't ever try to think about it in a neutral to negative way, because it's something that's fulfilling, and this is highly valuable for a future I want to live in, for a coming time in which I'll truly feel at the right place. But that's not the easy route, and that's not the route we were taught. We were taught to go after a route that's certainly in a completely different field, in which we have to follow certain systematic approaches that will lead us to a worker that's just doing and saying nothing. And when your mind's been more open about this whole approach, because you got to understand what your life is actually about, and that your true fulfillment comes from something that's beating in yourself, where your whole flow is going in a different kind of direction. You gotta come up with a way. Otherwise, you just stay stuck. You just be in this certain life that has been given to you to just live, to take it and not question anything about it. And that is a thing I was scared about for so long, but I was just suppressing. I was suppressing to the highest degree, to maybe come to the day where I won't worry about it no more, to come to the day where I just feel good in this whole life, because I didn't want to take it for granted. I thought I'm out of this world having thoughts like this, that are so big and packed with so much energy that's coming from within, with so much reasonings not to do it, that I'm the one who should just get back to this thing that has been taught. Because it was scary for sure. And I thought for so long that the day might just come. Because it was overwhelming. It is overwhelming once you're seeing no exit. Once you understand that that's not a thing that you can, like, okay, now I just leave the room, and uh, I'll be in the next room then, and I can move around freely. No, it's not like that. It's not like that you can just walk off and everything's gonna work out just fine. When you gotta sustain yourself, when you have responsibilities to take, or you just have the responsibility on your own to just maintain your life and the things you need for living, then you can't just leave. And it's also not the way to go. So the solution lies within this whole approach of finding the thing that is truly meant for oneself, not for one another. And once I started to glimpse some parts of this whole concept of seeing that there might be things in myself I could do just based on the values I carry, just based on the stuff I get excited about, or I just feel good about when doing. When seeing what makes you feel good, when approaching something that makes you feel different in a better way than previous moments maybe showed you before, then that's a sign. It's a simple sign for you that this could be something you could do. Because there's so many opportunities to get into this one thing that has been shown to you from within yourself. There's so much room to get insights from. So many spaces you likely haven't discovered yet, but are waiting for you to look at them, to analyze them, to maybe find something that makes so much sense all of a sudden, because it's coming from within. And spending time with these inner values, with these things that make you feel alive, that make you feel good about yourself, that that make you feel connected to life. I think this process is to do something like this is so important, and to never give up on that. To just always try to strive for that thing that might be hidden still, but which can be revealed just by yourself, just by trying to understand yourself more. But once you did and started to move onto this new path, in this direction where this unknown is all of a sudden something you want to attract and you want to pursue, you just go into the dark because you don't have anything to be scared about, because it's all coming from within, and your safety zone is always greater than the amount of unknown things around you, because it's your space, it's your life, it's your values, it's your intrinsic motivation to get things rolling, to move ahead. But things don't stop there. Not not in any way. They just started. And it doesn't mean that this initial starting process is the hardest. You can be thrown back at previous stages so easily by just not focusing hard enough on this realization you just got out of that whole approach you came up with, about this whole new insights you have given yourself. It's as easy as doing something trivial or simple in life that can just occur as well. To get what I mean like getting thrown out of that state. So it's something that that can just happen. We're not staying on it. But what won't happen, or how this whole thing gets, or how you might prevent yourself from having a fallback, getting back into these old patterns where you're just taking things as they are, is that feeling. That feeling that grows itself in you once you just understand what life could give you in times where you don't are where you aren't the one that's choosing for yourself what to do in the next moment. Because when you see that these moments could be replaced with something that you are working for, that you want to do, then this might be the thing you won't ever stop thinking about when getting to work, when being there, when doing the things you understood you don't want to do for your whole life. And all these reminders, all these moments where you're you're just basically telling yourself that this isn't the right place, are these little trigger points that resolve in a certain pain that you want to like relieve by doing what you want. So taking this route after finding something that you could stick to and finding a way where you can bring something to someone else, to other people, bring value to them, and also sustain yourself from that, profit from it for yourself so you can keep doing that. When you know or have a certain degree of strategy in yourself to do this, you you're still not in the position where you just can sustain yourself, because yeah, you haven't made any profits just because realizing that. So then getting into this stage to start selling something or doing something that yeah, that comes with the exchange of getting money back, there's a whole lot of different kind of part. But you'll be grateful for the steps you've gone. You'll see how far you've got from this initial trigger point that was telling you, oh, I gotta get out of this, to an actual yeah foundation you built for yourself, one that already has so much clarity within you, one that is envisioning so much and is funneling all your energies down into to one focus, into one thing you want to pursue. And I see people talking about that you gotta work hard, and yeah, you will need to get to that point, and I will need to as well, because I am not there yet as well. So it's an hard route to take still, but you also have other things that you should not forget about in life, that are certainly a big part of how you're feeling. And I'll tell you that when you're not feeling good, working your ass off, hustling down on whatever you're doing, then you won't come up with the best results. When there's no balance within yourself that you can look at in the exact clear way and in the exact to the exact degree where you can look at the vision and see how it's been so clear for yourself. When you can't look at these other balancing points in your life, how should you even be able to like even move stages further to attract living this whole change? I see, yeah, there are people who made it without having to like look after themselves, just hustling their way through. But I can tell you one thing about myself. I have started to understand so much about myself just by looking at or feeling my way through how I was living previously, and I was suppressing so many stuff, and I got to see that I need something that is giving me this alive feeling, and that is coming from just being healthy and doing sports, and when I'm not able to get this sport, getting to the gym, going into the sauna, going for a run, looking after my diet, cooking myself the stuff I want, because I will only then get my macros in an efficient way and won't have to spend so much money on other food, because I'm also saving so much food that would otherwise be wasted, because it's just in a sustainable way and it's cheap, and I get massive loads of fruits only by using apps like Too Good To Go or whatever. So when I could not like still maintain what is important for me in other areas, I don't know if I would come up with so much determination even in the first place to get things rolling, to to make it possible for myself to feel this balance coming back. But this also comes with something you are paying with, because once you shift focus and start splitting your time into different areas, and for sure you can't just wake up, work the whole day and go to sleep. Sure, you can. There are ways, but I'm not saying that this is the right way to go, and I am certainly not going to take that way. So, and I just also don't want to like see myself not being able to maintain other things in life that make me feel good. Because when I'm only taking over my vision, because that's the biggest pain point in the current moment, I could do that, but I've seen myself in the last weeks suffering hard from living too one-sided, from doing or pursuing all these immensely big dreams, projects, and things I have in mind, and just like getting off this pain of being in these dependencies, that I have had days where I did not feel at all, where I did not feel any drive at all, where I had seemingly almost lost all of these so clear visions, and it didn't make any sense no more. And that's a point I don't want to get to anymore, ever again. So I'll maintain what's important for me, and I'll look after myself, and I'll know that I can or should just work more efficiently whenever I can and not work too hard and too long. I want to get stuff done, and when we want to get stuff done, we gotta work hard and we gotta spend time, but this isn't the only way to go. There is another place in life that's highly important, and I underestimated it for a long time. I haven't seen much worth in living healthy, in pursuing something in a routine way. I haven't seen much benefits from it years back, and I was certainly living an unhealthy lifestyle, doing drugs, not eating healthy, eating late, whatever. And when looking back, I would not been able to come up with anything close to what I am thinking about today and having in mind and actually attracting, because I want to live the balance. But as I started before and almost, crossed the path in such a degree that I would have almost lost it, is that even this balance that's doing something big and good for yourself isn't the best thing for something else you are currently pursuing as well, that might be the main objective. Because there's always that kind of main objective. All the other things, yeah, they are almost as important, but something, and they are also maintenance things. They carry what the results of the main objective might be, but they are a carrier that gives you more drive and keeps you in a balanced state, but they are not actually like aspects that fuel the whole power from the main objective you're pursuing. And what I mean by that is all these positive things, all these beneficial impacts I'm giving myself, doing sports, living healthy, doing this and that, going to sauna, they are taking time. And time is the most crucial factor of how far I can get with what I'm doing. For sure, there's efficiency as well, but once I understood how efficient I can work and still progress, yeah, sure, you can always be more efficient. I don't want to say that, but time is in the end the key to all. It's the biggest value we have. And doing this other stuff, when your main objective is just to break free, it's like you commit. You commit and actively say, okay, yeah, I know that I would have more time if I would not go to the gym now, because this day was packed and it's late and my whole routine is already, yeah, completely switched up. But you still want to go, even though you could sit at home and work on your things. You still want to go, and the pain is not getting less. So what to do then? I've just had such a situation before, where I've seen that, yeah, staying home now would certainly fuel more what I want. So deep down, that's so important. But I need that time now for myself as well, because I haven't had it before. I was working on the app, I had been at work, I'd been at my grandma, and it was almost, yeah, 4 p.m. then. So I haven't had time for myself then. If I would sit down then and just work on the stuff on the app, or start rendering the video I can render later as well, I would have forgot about myself. And I don't want to forget about myself no more, because I don't want to feel numb. I don't want to feel this disconnection, this big distance from all that's so big value for myself. So I went to the gym. I went to the sauna even. I only had like a 30-minute session in the gym, because the gym is so packed at 5 p.m. I'm always going in the morning, because I don't want to be so packed in one place. But yeah, I still did it. I still showed up. I still went after my routine. And I don't feel very energized now, but I feel in peace. And I think this is more important than being in too big of a rush. I exchanged some amount of progress I could have made today with the peace I have now. And I'm feeling good about that because I know when this day ends good, tomorrow is another day. And tomorrow can be an amazing day if I'll be able to let it sink in the day before. If I'll be able to take time for what's important for me the day before. Because I'm living in a world in my own head that's quite a complex one. It's not that easy as some other people say, okay, you gotta work 12 hours to make something possible. Yeah, okay. You can also take this for granted and hustle your ass off. Yeah, I want to do it as well, but I have to maintain my life and I need sleep. I know that when I don't get enough sleep, and I mean by not getting enough sleep, less than 7 hours and 30 minutes, I feel disastrous. Yeah, I can get through my day. I'll be taking some more supplements and maybe drink more caffeine, but I won't feel right. I need my 8 hours of sleep. I want to get this. I want to maintain a healthy life, but I also want to get things rolling. So, what am I doing then? Will I be the one who will need 10 more years to live financially free? No, definitely not. Because I can't wait another 10 years. And I wasn't waiting for 10 years either already. 10 years ago almost it started with thinking about life in a more deeper way. But I was only waiting for half the time. Because some years back, I started to search and search and search until I got to that point where I wasn't the one no more that should have waited. I started doing. But as you can see, once you start doing, other challenges are waiting. And these challenges make you who you are. They're very moving as well, and form you in ways where you just see what's important. So I think the maintenance of being in balance, even on a day that's packed and was quite stressful or just didn't feel like I've done so much, is still a day you can be grateful of. And it's still a day you should care about. Because as I said, there's another day coming then, and want to have this deeply within myself that another day, tomorrow is going to be good. So and as you can see, it's also not that easy. It's also not that easy to show up and still feel good about trying to maintain that balance, trying to hold on to a vision and a healthy way of living and other aspects of life when you're not there yet. And I just want to tell you that this pain you might be feeling is deeply shared with myself, is shared with myself to such a degree that I just want to tell you that again, So we in this together, and we can do this. We can rock this life. But we also gotta get hard. We gotta find efficient ways. We need it. We need to find these ways. We won't break free when we not come up with ways to live in that regard, and in a way where we attract the change, where we are able to implement stuff that's actually life changing for us. We won't ever come up with that when we don't know who we are and what our balance is meant for, and how far we can take it until we just break down on everything we do. And I don't want that, but I also don't want to see time passing by. So preserving the progress is the key, and sticking to habit, as I do here. I get out there every day because I know it's something that's giving me, it's fulfilling me deeply inside. Yeah. We can we can rock this. Okay. Even though my mind's been like all over the place through the last few minutes or throughout this video, it's about this raw insight you get from myself. So I hope you're having a good day. I wish you best of luck with everything you're doing, and much energy. And I'll see you tomorrow, because tomorrow will be another day. A day that we can be happy about. So try, live today for tomorrow, but also for now. Bye bye.